There is another condition in chess called stalemate. Stalemate occurs when your king is not in check, but you also have no other legal move on the board. When this happens, and result in a draw, and neither player wins. You might be absolutely winning your game and about to checkmate your opponent's king, but if you fall into a stalemate, the game ends in a draw. Let's explain this with some examples. In this position, with white to move, the game would be a stalemate because white's only piece, the king, does not have any legal squares to move to, and white is not in check. Now let's say white plays queen to c2. The queen gets one square closer to the black king, but notice that black's king is not in check, and black has no legal moves. This position is a stalemate. Remember, in chess, you're never forced to make an illegal move, so black cannot place the king onto a square where it would be captured. In this case, the game is a stalemate. Can you find a better move for white? White can actually win the game in one move by playing queen to b7, delivering checkmate. Remember, your opponent can never be in stalemate if they are in check. In this position, black's king looks doomed. It is trapped in the corner. White is ready to deliver checkmate on the next move, and black is down by a lot of material. However, chess is a game of many opportunities. Even when things look really bad, you might still have a chance to save the game or at least draw. Notice that since black's king does not have any legal moves, if black's queen disappeared from the board, it would be stalemate if it were black to move. Can you find a way to make black's queen disappear and create a stalemate? If you found queen to h2 check, great job. White must deal with the check. The only way to get out of the check is to capture the black queen. Now, the only remaining piece is the black's king. And since black's king does not have any legal squares and black is not in check, the game ends in a stalemate. Black has saved the game. Let's look at this position. If white plays queen to c7, it's not a very wise move. White could have won the game immediately with queen to b7 checkmate. But also, queen to c7 traps black's king. Does this mean it's a stalemate? Not in this position, because notice that black has another piece. Black could play a pawn to h3, allowing white to correct the mistake and deliver checkmate with queen to b7. However, if we added just one more pawn, this pawn on h3, the position would now be a stalemate if black were to move. Now that you've learned about stalemate, remember to stay alert and avoid it when you're winning. And when you're losing, keep your eyes open for the opportunity to save the game with a stalemate.